Good afternoon. Welcome to the Walford Campus Virtual Open event. In this session, we've just got a general inquiries, admissions, transport and student services Q&A. There's a couple of short videos to show you first, just to give you a general idea of what's available in terms of support and also what's available in terms of accommodation at the Walford campus. So sit back and enjoy. We do have tutors on, staff members on hand to assist with any queries you may have. But for the time being, watch and enjoy, and if you've got any questions, please just type them in.
Hi, I'm Bev Jackson, Head of Student Services. Student Services should be your first point of contact for information, advice and guidance that you need to consider before coming to study with us at college. The Student Services team are available now, whether that's to support you to navigate the website, to go through the prospectus to identify the course that's right for you, or how to complete the online application form. The team will also ensure you've got all the information you need to be successful at interview with your course tutor and that your enrolment process with us goes smoothly. One of the key questions many of our students have is how to access college. We run 13 transport routes and an inter-campus bus, so all of our courses are accessible. Some of our students will choose to stay with us while they study. Our residential accommodation is based at Walford campus. We have ensuite rooms and rooms with shared facilities available. It's a fantastic opportunity for many of our students. We also operate the bursary scheme, so therefore if you've got a family income of £25,000 or less, you may be eligible for support. This could fund specialist equipment, kit, your college bus pass, or even your residential accommodation, dependent on what course you're studying with us. All of the information for transport, residential and bursaries is available on the college website. A little bit nervous about coming to college? That's fine. Student Services got a really strong pastoral support team. They will be with you on those next steps to ensure that your time at college with us is enjoyable and that you feel safe while studying on our campuses. We also offer an academic hub service. This is a dedicated team of staff to provide resources and strategies to help you complete the academic side of your programme. Student Services also has many careers opportunities. This could be bespoke events, activities, or an appointment with our careers consultant. Support with UCAS applications, securing that university place, getting ready for the world of work, or even securing further study with us. This is further developed by our tutorial programme, which focuses on enrichment and development opportunities to ensure that you have the opportunity to develop that skill set for your next steps. Contact Student Services, no question is too small, we'll be happy to help. I look forward to meeting you when you join us at the college.
Hello, my name is Mel and I am the Manager for Residential Services on the spacious and beautiful Walford campus. This is where you find the residential student accommodation. Students can apply for one of the ensuite bedrooms in Caradoc or a standard bedroom in one of the small residences where bathroom facilities are shared. Priority for allocating rooms is for students who live too far away to travel to college daily or those who live in rural areas with limited transport links. Accommodation is offered from Sunday night to Thursday night inclusive. All students return home after college on Fridays. Situated at the front of the social centre, you will find the campus cafeteria, where all students can purchase hot meals, snacks and drinks. Residential students are served dinner in the cafeteria Monday to Thursday. At the rear of the social centre is where you find the Residential Student Social Club. This area is used by students to relax, play games, watch TV or use the computers. It is the hub for social activity and the residential staff team work each evening, providing a variety of activities to engage the students, offering support and supervision. Experienced in working with young people, their focus is the safeguarding and personal development of all students, encouraging and empowering them to be able to reach their full potential while having a positive residential experience. Further information, accommodation application forms and my contact details can be found on the North Shropshire College website under Student Services. Please do not hesitate to get in touch if you have any questions or would like more information about the residential service.
Okay, so hopefully that's given a bit of insight into the available services from Student Services and also about the accommodation on site. Now we've got a few questions coming through, and if you've got any further questions, please feel free to put those through. The staff are happy to help. Bev, we've just got a few questions coming through for you, and you're ready. So first question that's come through, what does the college bursary pay for?
The college bursary can pay for numerous things. It could provide your college bus pass, your equipment and kit that you need, whether that should be your kit for the agriculture equine courses or motor vehicle courses. It can also provide your residential fees, specifically if you're studying one of our land-based programmes. You do have to have a family income of £25,000 or under, and if you do, you are more than likely to be agreed to receive the bursary, and it can cover all of those costs.
Okay, thank you. And how would someone go about applying for a college bus pass?
There's information on the website. All of the application forms are there, or you can contact Student Services. You can give us a call on our free phone number or email us via the website or on the info web address which has been displayed, and we will pick up your query and we'll let you know. But the simplest way is to go onto the website, complete the form, and then we'll be in contact with you, dependent on which bus route that you're wanting to apply for, where you live and what the costs are for that bus route, or if it's actually an Arriva bus or a bus by the local authority. We can also support bus passes for those routes, as well as the 13 routes that we run ourselves.
Thank you. Someone's asked, can I get help with childcare fees?
Yes, you can, depending on your age. We've got 2 routes for support with childcare fees. If you're a 16 to 18-year-old student, you can access Care to Learn, which is a government scheme, and it will fund all of your childcare, whether that's with the college nursery or with a private provider. It does have to be an Ofsted registered provider, whether that is a nursery or a childcare setting. If you are 19 or over, you can actually access the college bursary scheme. So terms and conditions do apply for that one. It's the £25,000 family income again, but then that would fund all of your childcare fees for all of your study days in college.
Thank you. Someone's asked, at school I had a mentor. Are there mentors at college as well?
Yes, we've got pastoral learning mentors that are available on campus every day. They are a really good team, and they're there to provide support for you, whether you're having a bad day, feeling a little bit anxious, or whether you're used to having that ongoing regular support. So they can offer immediate appointments, they can offer weekly follow-up mentoring appointments, or just a drop-in service whenever you wish to. They will also be able to signpost you to lots of online resources and lots of self-help resources as well.
Thank you. Someone's asked, how do I get supported exams like I had at school?
When you come and enrol with us, we will ask you if you've had support in exams, or you can speak to a member of the Student Services team, or you can speak to one of the mentors. We can then ensure that we've got all of the information by either contacting your school for that, or we can actually arrange for you to have an assessment to make sure you get the exam support that you need, whether that's extra time, a reader or a scribe. We can arrange all that for you. You just need to have a chat with us and let us know what your support needs are.
Okay. A couple of transport questions. A couple of different people have said, do you have to pay for the bus between campuses?
Yes, we do. You do have to pay for the bus between campuses. It's £350 for the whole academic year, and then you can do as many transfers across the campuses every day. That's fine. Okay.
And then also transport related, someone said, is there parking, and if so, how much is it?
Yes, there's free parking at both of our campuses. All we ask is you go on the website and you apply for a student bus pass, sorry, a student parking pass, and that will cover you for the whole year. So some students will, if they prefer, they may park at one campus and then use the bus into the other campus. That does happen occasionally, but there is parking available on both campuses, so that's not a worry.
Okay. Someone's asked, is there someone to help with careers advice and UCAS applications?
Yes, we offer a full career service. So we've got a careers consultant. She's a lovely lady named Sharon, and we can arrange appointments with Sharon for all of the students. They can be individuals, they can be small group appointments, and she can help you plan those next steps, whether you're not quite sure what you want, support you with our Kudos system, which helps you identify what courses for higher education might be right for you. And she can actually walk you with personal tutors and with the student services team through your UCAS application, with the online process, and making sure that we get good personal statements and get that offer secured for you for your next steps to university. So you can just ask your tutor, any of the student services team, once you've enrolled at the college, and we'll be able to sort that out for you.
Okay, thank you. Questions about accommodation. A couple of people have asked, if you've already applied for residential accommodation, when will you find out more about it?
The residential accommodation, usually we will have informed all students by the end of June. However, in the current climate, it may be a little bit delayed. So long as you've heard something from us by the end of July, really, please rest assured we are putting all plans in place to open our accommodation safely, using our ensuite room facilities in our Caradoc block. All the staff are having the relevant training, so everything should be up and running. We just need to make sure that we can give you all of the information that we can in line with the government advice. So we're just waiting on checking, linking with other colleges who've also got accommodation, and updating our guidelines in relation to the government advice that is changing at the moment quite rapidly. So don't worry, if we've had your application or your expression of interest, we've got all of your information, and Mel, my accommodation manager, will be in touch with you as soon as possible, but there's no need to worry.
Okay, thank you. One last question about accommodation. Someone said, if our course is 3 days a week and we stay for the 2 nights, do we then go home after we have finished the 3 days?
Under normal circumstances, you have the choice. You come on a Sunday evening and go home on a Friday night. That's what the full service is paid for. However, some students prefer to come on the morning of their first day in college and go home after their final day. So students stay with us usually anything between the 3 and the 5 days, and that's your decision as a student. That's not a problem. And if you're applying for a bursary for your accommodation, it would cover the full academic year for you to stay from Sunday through to Friday evening.
Okay, thank you. That's all the questions we've got at the moment. So I can see there's a few people watching, so if anyone's got any further queries, please by all means let us know. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Bev, at all? Or has that kind of covered everything?
I think just the reassurance, really, particularly with the accommodation side of things and with the transport, that we're updating our processes now to make sure that we can be open and running effectively for September. We are open for our current students at the moment to come and complete their exams, so we're putting everything in place, and just we will be in contact with all students over the summer to make them sure so they know exactly what's going on and when things have changed, because as you all appreciate, it's quite challenging times at the moment, and we just want to reassure everyone that we will open safely and make sure we've got systems in place for all of our students and for our staff.
Okay, thank you. Just while you're talking there, we had one more query just come through, just asking about what day the college opens in September for us to enrol, whether there's any ideas on that as of yet.
Enrolment will start after the August bank holiday, so it will be the very first week of September. You know, the bank holiday we have at the very end of August? Enrolment will start after that. What will happen in the summer is you will get information from student services, whether that's via email or a telephone call or a letter, whichever your preferred contact method is that you've informed us of. We will make sure that you're aware, because each curriculum area will have a different time and a different day over those first 2 weeks in September to enrol with us. So all enrolments are normally completed by week 3 of September. This year may be a little bit longer because students will be coming rather than in big groups, in very small groups, and we will also be trying to do some online enrolments as well. So you'll be informed, depending on what course you're studying, whether it's enrolling on campus or enrolling online, and what the process are. But all students will be enrolled by the 3rd week of September.
Okay, thank you. Query here, someone said, if my course is 3 days a week, does that still mean I'm classed as being in full-time education?
Yes, full-time education in post-16 in all colleges is 3 days a week. It's based on your hours over the academic year, something called 540 learning hours, and that is in all settings is 3 days a week. Some of our courses will include then work experience on your other days. Some students will get a part-time job. Some students will undertake some volunteering, and that's the whole package. But your actual study days as a college student are 3 days a week.
Okay, thank you. Another question's come through. Have you got induction day or week before our official start day?
What we will offer over the summer, there'll be some transition events which we'll let all students know about, and they may be workshops, there may be some webinars, there will be some virtual activity to get to know classmates, etc. We're putting all that together at the moment, and then when you've enrolled with us, there will be a course specific induction. So you'll be informed of that as soon as you enrol, of when you need to either attend or to log on to our virtual learning environment to undertake your induction with us.
Okay, thank you. Someone's asked if I'm struggling during this lockdown and would usually go to college counselling. Is there any help I can get during this time? Obviously not being able to go to college at the moment.
Yes. All of our students at the moment who have had support whilst in college, we continue that support at home, and we will extend that support into next academic year. So when we meet the students in September, or if you've phoned us up and let us know that you've had support in school or that you would require support when you start, we will make contact and we will arrange with you what's the best way for that support to carry on, whether that's a telephone conversation, whether that's a Teams or a Zoom meeting, or whether that's some signposting onto different websites, or coming into college for some mentoring appointments when you're actually studying with us.
Okay, thank you. And then we've had what looks like the same question come through twice. I don't know if it's just from a double click, but someone said, are we going back to normal in September?
At the moment, we are putting plans in place to ensure that we can open safely. So depending on the government guidelines, if the government guidelines change and we don't have to have social distancing and we don't have to have all of the restrictions in place, college will open up as normal with your standard timetables. However, at the moment, we're making plans to make sure you can still study with us, and the most likely is it will be a blended learning approach. So you'll have some days on college in small groups, small class sizes, so that we can social distance, that we can ensure that you've got your regular hand washing, etc., all in place. And then some days where you'll be having online studying from home, whether that's a webinar, a podcast, whether that's homework to complete. So we make sure you still get a really good experience managing to work with the animals or in the motor vehicle department, but you'll also complete the academic side of your studies. So there'll be a mixture of approaches unless government advice changes, and then we would go back to normal. So we've got two options at the moment, but at the moment we're planning for that blended learning approach.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Bev. That's all the questions we've had through for the moment. I'll just give it a few more seconds just to see if any more come through. This session has been recorded along with all our other sessions from the Virtual Open event. So it'll be going up on our YouTube channel as soon as we can. So you can watch that back if you want to look back at the answers to any of those questions. Likewise, if you're watching that YouTube recording now and you think, actually, there's a question I wanted to ask, but it's not been asked, you can contact us through the usual methods, be it the website, social media channels, etc. And we can direct those queries to, be it student services, accommodation, or wherever it is that you need that to go to. And just while I'm talking, a couple of more things have come through. So people are asking, what's going to happen to vulnerable people when coming back? Will they start later than everyone else? And would we have to wear face masks?
Okay, two-point question there. The first one, depending on why the young person is vulnerable, it will very much be on an individual basis. For example, if that young person is vulnerable because they've got an ill health condition or a respiratory condition, etc., we will make a bespoke plan for that young person. So it might be that they do start later, it might be they do more virtual learning and they're not on campus as much as other students, or it might be that we just put other things in place, so increased social distancing, etc. The wearing of face masks will be dependent on government advice. As you're all aware, the government have said from the 15th at the moment, face masks on transport will be used or need to be used. We will follow the government advice at the time. So whether that's transport, in classroom or around campus, if face masks are required, then they will be required to be used. At the moment, for the students coming in, we're implementing social distancing, which is working really well. Hand sanitisers around the campus, regular hand washing, and just ensuring everybody stays at 2 metres apart.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Beth. I think then that looks like it's all the questions that have come through. Again, I'll just give it a few seconds just to see if there's any others. I know there's a bit of a delay between us and attendees. But I think that's covered pretty much everything there, hasn't it? Okay. Yeah, so in that case then, as I say, any further queries, please contact us through the usual channels. We'll be happy to assist. But now, for now, thank you for attending our virtual open event. Hopefully you found it useful and informative. Have a great evening.